session. Once the Chief Minister arrives, there will be 2 photographs taken. One on the stage with the panelists, and one will be with everyone present in the room. Thank you. We have the panelist for the inaugural session, His Excellency Ambassador Ono Keiichi, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to India and the Kingdom of Bhutan, Ambassador Indra Pandey, who shall be joining us virtually for the session. We also have Shri Jaideep Mazumdar, Secretary East, Ministry of External Affairs. We are now joined by the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam for the inaugural session. We have among us the Executive Director of Asian Confluence, Sabyasachi Dutta, will now be starting off with the felicitation session, requesting Mr. Sabyasachi Dutta to felicitate the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam. Mr. Sabyasachi will now be felicitating Ambassador Ono Keiichi. He shall now be felicitating the Secretary East, Ministry of External Affairs, Shri Jaideep Mazumdar. He shall also be felicitating the Chairman of Asian Confluence, Mr. MP Bezbaruah. May I now request all the members on the stage to kindly join us for the auspicious lighting of the lamp. May I now request Mr. Sabyasachi Dutta to set the context of the program and take over the proceedings.
Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, His Excellency, the Ambassador of Japan, Ambassador Ono Keiichi, His Excellency, Ambassador Jaideep Mazumdar, Secretary East in the Ministry of External Affairs, Shri MP Bezbaruah, Chairman of the Asian Confluence Governing Council, Honorable Members of Parliament, Excellencies, esteemed members of our Governing Council, distinguished delegates from the business fraternity of India and Japan, esteemed friends from various international agencies, think tanks across the world, friends from the media, from Japan and from here, ladies, gentlemen, and we are also joined today by a large bevy of online viewers. A very, very good evening from this beautiful city of Guwahati, situated along the mighty Brahmaputra River, the symbol of the Northeast. Konbanwa, Namaskar. It's my great honor and pleasure to make a very short introduction to this 5th edition of the India-Japan Intellectual Conclave, nicknamed KIZUNA. KIZUNA is a Japanese word that signifies heart-to-heart communication, what we say, dil ka rishta. Building connections that go beyond transactions to creating bonds and relationships of deep trust. Asian Confluence is a think tank dedicated to building bridges of knowledge between the northeastern region and the immediate and extended neighborhood in the Bay of Bengal and the Indo-Pacific. It has been curating this annual dialogue with accompanying research in collaboration with the Embassy of Japan and the Ministry of External Affairs and the state governments, and this is the 5th edition. The intent is to focus on action beyond words and present a platform that can highlight synergies for collaboration between India and Japan across the silos of disciplines spanning policy, industry, and academia, and to generate momentum for cooperation around ideas that are or can be game changers for the future of this region and the neighborhood. The upcoming Tata Semiconductor OSAT plant in the outskirts of Guwahati, the expansion of the Guwahati Airport, the Dhubri-Fulbari Bridge, Jogigopa Multimodal, the upcoming Mindfulness Gelifu city in Bhutan, and the Matarbari Deep Sea Port in Bangladesh are some such game-changing ideas towards forging a prosperous Bay of Bengal region. The invaluable presence of our Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, His Excellency the Ambassador of Japan, the Secretary East, Ministry of External Affairs, gives this dialogue the depth and dimension that is required. We are so very grateful, sir, for your presence. During this session, we will also have a recorded message from the BIMSTEC Secretary General, who could not make it here in person today. This edition of KIZUNA focuses on 3 pillars: creating an ecosystem around the high-tech semiconductor environment in Assam, allied logistics, and education and skill sectors. The theme of this inaugural session is linking the big picture with the ground. In the bigger picture, as we witness in a highly volatile global landscape, India and Japan relations has stood the test of time and has evolved into one of the strongest strategic partnerships, built on shared values and a common vision of a free, open, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. The Northeast lies at the convergence of India's Act East policy, Indo-Pacific vision, and Japan's Big B and free and open Indo-Pacific. On ground, in this region, a lot is happening. As we just saw in the previous curtain raiser presentation, a lot of projects are happening. And a lot of detailed presentations were made. Honorable Chief Minister, sir. I'm happy to have this opportunity to welcome you all in the august presence of our Honorable Chief Minister, under whose dynamic leadership we are witnessing a series of transformative projects taking shape across the state, which are game changers for the whole region. It is surely a testament to your great political will to effect lasting transformation. Thank you for your support to this dialogue. A few words in Japanese. Ono Keiichi Taishikaka. Kokoro Guwahati ni yokoso. Kokoro yori kange itashimasu. Koko de KIZUNA kaigi ge dekite urashi desu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, Ambassador Jaideep Mazumdar, for being here today in your home state with us. It means a lot to us that you're here with us. This conference is marked by a very high level of participation. The list is in the booklet, but I would really like to mention the presence of Miki Yamada-san, the former minister of the state government of Japan, the deputy chief of mission in the embassy of Japan in Bangladesh, the consul general of Bhutan in Guwahati. We have also going to be joined by members of parliament tomorrow, Ambassador Deepa Gopalan Wadhwa, former ambassador of Japan to India, Ambassador Rajiv Bhatia, very well-known writers on this subject. We are also being watched online by a global audience. We are also joined by Professor Mahendra Lama, who is drafting the Northeast Vision. Welcome to all viewers online, and please feel free to send in your comments online. We are deeply grateful to our partners, the Embassy of Japan and the Ministry of External Affairs, for this support in this journey, and to the Act East Policy Affairs Department of the Government of Assam, the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Meghalaya Basin Development Authority for supporting this dialogue. There is also an exhibition, Your Excellencies, of very beautiful pictures of the Northeast, which you can view outside in the gallery that has been curated by the Northeast Archives and supported by the Sasakawa Peace Foundation. Now, may I request Shri MP Bezbaruah, the Chairman of our Governing Council, for his welcome remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sabya. Good evening, friends. And on behalf of the Asian Confluence, it is my great pleasure also to add our welcome to all of you for this very important conclave today. We are grateful to the Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, and who, in spite of his very busy schedule, has found time to be with us. A warm welcome, sir, and thank you for your continued support and good wishes for Asian Confluence and for all the activities that we are doing to build partnership and collaboration with the Southeast Asia. It is a great pleasure to welcome Excellency Mr. Jaideep Mazumdar, Secretary MEA, to welcome him home. And your presence signifies your personal interest and reaffirms MEA's relationship with Asian Confluence, a relationship of trust and continuity. Your Excellency, Ambassador Keiichi, you truly represent the spirit of KIZUNA, working for deep heart-to-heart communication between the two countries and, in fact, between the ASEAN and the entire Southeast Asia and India. Thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to you to set the tone for this conclave. Excellency Ambassador Pandey, who we wish you were with us today here, but we thank you for your unfailing support and your good wishes, and thank you for your special address to follow. Warm welcome to all the respected members of the Governing Council, my colleagues in Asian Confluence, the esteemed speakers, distinguished panelists, and all the participants who have graced this occasion today. During the course of today and tomorrow, all of us will go through the details of what we call the ecosystem for change. And it is not necessary for me to add anything today. However, I must mention that the conclave takes place in the backdrop of what I think two very significant developments in recent times, which make the conclave even more relevant and important. First is the articulation in the last budget of the Finance Minister of India, India's economic aspirations for the future. In the roadmap is aligned on consumption, but more significantly on investment. Investment in infrastructure, investment in innovations, investment in people and education. These are the subjects we are going to discuss in the conclave, and I hope the conclave will clearly work out what role KIZUNA and Asian Confluence can play to make India's journey successful. Secondly, in the last ASEAN summit, our Prime Minister talked of ASEAN unity, ASEAN centrality, and ASEAN outlook for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Following that, India is celebrating 2025 as ASEAN-India Year of Tourism, and among others, plan to celebrate people-centric activities during the year. Asian Confluence motto is Voice for the Third Space, the People. We may examine what role we can play in these celebrations for the future in giving a voice to the people. COVID-19, as we all know, who shook the world like never before and has put the spotlight on overarching need for sustainability in anything that we do, sustainability concerning the people, the planet, and prosperity. We in Asian Confluence are committed to these values, exploring sustainable livelihood in the development of the Northeast in its interdependent relationship with the neighborhood, providing inclusive voice to the third space, the people, and trying to build a community of champions on ground. No Indo-Japan discussion can be meaningful unless structured on the strength of our deep historical and cultural relationship. I hope we will all be working on that development in future. I also hope all the participants and the visitors from Japan will have an opportunity to explore the strength of the culture and history of the historic place on the bank of the mighty Brahmaputra where we are meeting, and to savor something of the history and culture of this place. We extend a heart-to-heart welcome to all and look forward to a very fruitful, enduring outcome of the conclave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I request Ambassador Keiichi Ono to please deliver your opening address.
Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Jaideep Mazumdar, Secretary East, Minister of External Affairs, Ambassador Indra Pandey, Secretary General BIMSTEC, Shri MP Bezbaruah, Chairman Governing Council Asian Conference, Shri Sabyasachi, Dutta, Executive Director, Asian Conference, honorable members of Parliament, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Konbanwa, namaskar. It's an honor to have the opportunity to speak today at the 5th Northeast India Intellectual Dialogue. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Asian Conference on organizing this important conference. Also, I would like to send my sincere appreciation to Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Sarma for his very recent visit to Japan. I believe that it was very fruitful for State of Assam and for Japan. Thank you very much indeed for your visit. Assam plays a significant and crucial role in enhancing the connectivity between Northeast India and the Bay of Bengal region. It can also be important to support the development of the Gulf Mindfulness City in Bhutan. Given its geopolitical significance, Assam is undoubtedly the most fitting location for today's dialogue. The expectations for the potential of Northeast India and the Bay of Bengal region have been growing year by year. It is clearly shown by many representatives from various Japanese companies and media participating in this event today. In 2007, then Prime Minister Abe, during his visit to India, introduced the concept that later became the foundation of Free and Open Indo-Pacific, FOIP, F-O-I-P, linking the Pacific and Indian Oceans. In 2023, then Prime Minister Kishida proposed a new plan for a FOIP in India. Japan has always promoted FOIP, Free and Open Indo-Pacific, in partnership with India. And under Prime Minister Ishiba, Japan will continue to push forward FOIP with India as a key partner. Today, the international community is facing multiple challenges, and it may become fragmented and even more unstable. Against such backdrops, importance of promoting FOIP is increasingly critical. Last year, the year 2024, marked the 10th anniversary of the Japan-India Special Strategic and Global Partnership. A new decade began. Japan and India, as natural partners sharing critical values and strategic interests, are expected to steer the promotion of FOIP in the international community. The new plan for a FOIP proposed a plan to strengthen connectivity and build industrial value chains in Northeast India and the Bay of Bengal region. This is an essential initiative for creating a future of shared growth, mutual benefits, and a stable society. This is the main concept of these two-day sessions here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased that to enhance connectivity in this region, the Indian government has put its resources to improve infrastructure in Northeast India. Additionally, efforts are being made to augment land transportation and streamline import and export procedures through inland ports in collaboration with neighboring countries. Recently, following the opening of the Integrated Checkpost ICP in Dauki in Meghalaya in 2023, a new ICP opened in Sabroom in Tripura, bordering Bangladesh, in March last year. This is part of ongoing efforts to improve logistics and movement of people. Japan also has been actively enhancing connectivity and building industrial value chains in this region, including Northeast India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and other Bay of Bengal countries. Japan has been supporting road infrastructure improvement projects in Northeast India in February last year with the signing of the Northeast Road Network connectivity of Meghalaya. The total length of the projects supporting national highway development reached approximately 850 kilometers. In Bangladesh, the Matabari port is under construction with the support of Japanese yen loan. This deep sea port in Bangladesh will undoubtedly have a significant impact on logistics in this region. With improved movement of people and goods, it has the potential to be a game changer for regional connectivity in the Bay of Bengal. While it's important to keep paying attention to Bangladesh's current political situation, cooperation between India and Bangladesh is indispensable for improving connectivity and building industrial value chains in this region. Japan, as a friend of both nations, will continue to support and contribute to these efforts. Esteemed guests, as the infrastructure continues to develop, it is crucial to have industries that can utilize the infrastructure. This will lead to the establishment of future industrial value chains and the development of systems where all of us can grow together. Currently, the JBIC, through Power Finance Corporation, is in the final stages of adjusting the loan agreement for a project for biofuel production and power generation led by Assam Biorefinery. This project, which makes effective use of Assam's rich bamboo resources, will not only create new industries here, but also bring substantial investment into Assam. I just visited the project site this afternoon. Japanese companies will also supply distillation equipment, bringing Japanese technology into this plant. Moreover, semiconductor. Tata Electronics announced last year that they plan to build a semiconductor assembly and testing plant in Jagi Road in Assam. With the announcement of cooperation between Tata Electronics and Tokyo Electron, Japan-India collaboration is moving forward to ensure the plant's success. The impact on regional employment will be significant, with Tata's announcement predicting the creation of over 27,000 jobs here. In Delhi, the Japan Chamber of Commerce and Industry in India, JCCII, has set up a new committee on semiconductor, and today I visited the construction site with the committee members. I hope this will be a new area of bilateral industrial cooperation. Esteemed guests, in addition to building industrial foundations, human resources is equally crucial. By fostering skilled talent and establishing networks of people both within and beyond the region, we can build high-quality industrial value chains. The development of human resources and people-to-people exchanges are key themes in this intellectual dialogue. Japan will continue to cooperate in the field of human resources. Through Japan's Technical Intern Training Program, TITP, and Specified Skilled Worker Program, SSW, over 200 young people from Northeast India have been to Japan, where they are making significant contributions in various sectors. They are highly valued by Japanese companies or the Japanese people, and the number of participants is increasing. I look forward to hearing the latest developments in tomorrow's session, where representatives from the sending organizations will present updates. Also, academic exchanges are steadily progressing. IIT Guwahati has been further strengthening collaborations and exchanges with Japanese universities. Since 2010, Gifu University in Japan has been running a joint degree program with IIT Guwahati and continues to organize symposiums and exchanges of faculties and students. Additionally, in September 2023, IIT Guwahati, and Tsukuba University signed a campus-in-campus agreement. Through these efforts, we expect highly skilled talents to emerge and actively contribute to the growth of this region. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, once again, I would like to reiterate that various efforts are steadily advancing to strengthen connectivity between Northeast India and the Bay of Bengal region and to build industrial value chains. Japan will continue to collaborate, ensuring that Northeast India evolves as a center of growth for this region. To further accelerate this momentum, I look forward to receiving valuable inputs from many of you during the following sessions, today and tomorrow, and I'm eager to see productive and lively discussions take place. I thank so many individuals from governments, public organizations, private companies, and academics for attending this conference. I hope you will make the most of this occasion and use it as a foundation for further collaboration. Once again, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Asian Conference for its hard work to organize this event. Thank you very much. Dhanyawad.
Domo arigatou gozaimasu, Excellency. And now we have a special address, video recorded, by Ambassador Indra Pandey, the Secretary General in the BIMSTEC Secretariat. Can we have the video, please?
Honorable Chief Minister, Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, Namaskar. A very good morning to you all. I'm Indra Pandey, Secretary General BIMSTEC. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to speak to you briefly through this video message. Before I do so, I would like to convey my heartfelt regret for not being able to participate in person at the 5th India-Japan Intellectual Conclave due to my ongoing official visit to Sri Lanka. I wish to thank ASEAN Confluence for inviting the BIMSTEC Secretariat to participate at the conclave. I have deputed Director Shri to represent the BIMSTEC Secretariat at the conclave. I commend ASEAN Confluence and its partners, the Ministry of External Affairs of India and the Embassy of Japan in India, for convening the conclave. I wish the conclave success in attaining its objectives. The BIMSTEC Secretariat is looking forward to working together with ASEAN Confluence in future towards promoting regional cooperation in Bay of Bengal region through BIMSTEC. As some of you may be aware, BIMSTEC was founded in 1997. It is an intergovernmental organization comprising 5 members from South Asia, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal and Sri Lanka, and 2 from Southeast Asia, Myanmar and Thailand. It has its own charter and it has in place specific core and sectoral mechanisms to forge regional cooperation. It has a vast agenda which comprises 15 sectors of cooperation. The 7 member states of BIMSTEC have been designated as lead states for promoting cooperation in specific sectors. In almost all the sectors, we have agreed action plans and master plans for regional cooperation. All our member states are fully committed to expand and deepen regional cooperation through BIMSTEC. We will soon convene the 6th BIMSTEC Summit, which will impart a new momentum to regional cooperation. With major institutional reforms being undertaken through implementation of the report of the Eminent Persons Group, BIMSTEC is poised to emerge as a vibrant and dynamic platform for regional cooperation in Bay of Bengal. India has attached a high importance to BIMSTEC because BIMSTEC embodies 3 key strands of India's foreign policy. Neighborhood first policy. All BIMSTEC member states are India's land or maritime neighbors. Act East policy. all BIMSTEC member states are key partners in India's Act East policy and India's vision of Sagar, security and growth for all, for Indo-Pacific is reinforced by BIMSTEC. Besides, BIMSTEC also symbolizes India's abiding commitment to Global South and promotion of welfare of the entire humanity in accordance with India's civilizational motto of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. In the context of the conclave, I would like to underline the salience of BIMSTEC for the eastern and northeastern states of India. While BIMSTEC is an intergovernmental organization and regional cooperation within its framework is expected to benefit the people of entire India, it will be especially beneficial for the people living in eastern and northeastern states of India, given their geographical proximity to the member states of BIMSTEC. As you are aware, the states in eastern and northeastern India share land or maritime boundaries with 5 BIMSTEC member states such as Bangladesh, Bhutan, Myanmar, Nepal and Thailand. Therefore, naturally, these states are likely to be the major beneficiaries of the successes of BIMSTEC in forging regional cooperation. As I stated earlier, BIMSTEC's agenda for regional cooperation is comprehensive and vast, and people of eastern and northeastern states of India will be the major beneficiaries of progress in regional cooperation through BIMSTEC. They will benefit from increase in intra-regional trade and investment and cooperation in agriculture and allied sectors. They will benefit from measures to deal with the impacts of climate change, including disaster management. They will benefit from cooperation in preventing and combating transnational crime, including drug trafficking, from interconnection of electricity grids and promotion of mountain economy and blue economy. They will benefit from increase in cultural exchanges and intra-regional travel and tourism, and progress in alleviation of poverty. And above all, they will benefit from enhanced connectivity, whether land connectivity or maritime, air and digital connectivity. Due to paucity of time, I have not gone into description of the progress that we have made in forging regional cooperation in various sectors. Instead, I have requested my director Prashant Chandan to do so through his participation in deliberations at various sessions of the conclave. Before I conclude, I would like to mention that the BIMSTEC Charter allows BIMSTEC, including its secretariat, to engage in developmental partnerships with the United Nations, international and regional organizations, as well as think tanks and academic institutions, which may be interested in working together with BIMSTEC for enhancing regional cooperation in accordance with the agenda of BIMSTEC and its goals and priorities. We will welcome initiatives for future collaboration with the interested UN, international and regional organizations, as well as think tanks and academia. I would like to request the think tanks and academic institutions which are participating in this conclave to write more about BIMSTEC in order to create more public awareness about it. I would like to conclude by expressing my gratitude to Asian Confluence for providing me with the opportunity to address you through this video message. I again wish the conclave success in realizing its goals. I thank the esteemed audience for its attention and I wish everyone a good day. Thank you all. Namaskar.
May I now request Excellency Secretary East to address the gathering.
Good evening, Namaskar. Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa, His Excellency Ambassador of Japan, Keiichi Onosu-san, who is relatively new in India, but his coming is very auspicious because soon after he got here, we were together at the Mahakumbh only last Saturday. Esteemed dignitaries, participants, and friends, it is my privilege to address the 5th India-Japan Intellectual Conclave in my hometown, Guwahati. The presence of Honorable Chief Minister is testimony not only to his commitment to the development of Assam and the Northeast, but also of the importance that he attaches to the role of Japan in this endeavor. The presence of so many distinguished participants at this conclave underlines the shared commitment of the people of our two nations to work together in a constructive dialogue for cooperation in this important region. I thank Asian Confluence, Shri MP Bezbaruah, Ambassador Deepa Gopalan Wadhwa, Ambassador Bhatia, Sabyasachi Dutta, and all the others for organizing this dialogue, the 5th in a row, and I'm happy that the Ministry of External Affairs is partnering in this enterprise. This dialogue is appropriately termed KIZUNA, or Deep Heart-to-Heart Connections, that characterizes the relationship between India and Japan. This relationship is based on geopolitics and geoeconomics as much as it is based on civilizational values of harmony and mutual respect. This is a partnership that has historical roots, but is also deeply transformative for the 21st century. A partnership that is strategic, multifaceted, and increasingly vital for shaping the world order. And when we zoom down to the ground level, we see tangible outcomes of this collaboration in infrastructure, in technology, in investment, and in people-to-people ties, as you saw in the first presentations that were made today. The theme of our discussion, the bigger picture and the ground, connecting the dots and creating ecosystems of change, encapsulates the essence of this relationship, a bond that is both visionary and ambitious in its aspirations, and yet grounded in concrete outcomes in its execution. India and Japan share common democratic values, a shared belief in a rules-based international order, and commitment to fostering peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region. India's Act East policy and Japan's free and open Indo-Pacific vision are not just aligned, they are complementary. Together, we are working to ensure that the Indo-Pacific remains free, open, and inclusive. But the bigger picture extends beyond just geopolitics. It is about creating a new paradigm of economic growth, of technological innovation, and sustainable development. Japan's expertise in advanced manufacturing, robotics, and infrastructure, combined with India's prowess in IT, innovation, its vast market potential, along with the demographic dividend, creates a synergy that can drive global progress. The regular annual summits between our two prime ministers, that which we share with only a handful of countries, provides the anchor for our relationship. India has continued to accord the highest political priority to bilateral relations with Japan for several decades now. 2024 was another landmark year. Our prime ministers met thrice at the G7 summit in Italy in June, in the Quad summit in Delaware in September, and at the ASEAN East Asia India summit in Laos in October. This is despite the transition of leadership in Japan and is a testament to the resilience of our relationship and the importance attached to it by the political leadership. While the big picture inspires us, it is the engagement of the ground that truly defines the India-Japan partnership. As we connect the dots between the bigger picture and the ground, we see a partnership that is holistic, dynamic, practical, and future-ready. The India-Japan relationship is not just a bilateral partnership, it is a force for global good. As we navigate the complexities of the 21st century, let us continue to connect the dots between the vision and action, between the bigger picture and the ground, and between our shared past and our shared future. For example, India's semiconductor strategy is committed to a resilient, diversified, sustainable, and trusted semiconductor value chain. India and Japan offer enormous complementarities to this pursuit. We should attempt to leverage each other's strengths in semiconductor material, equipment, and talent. The massive investment by the Tatas in the semiconductor assembly and packaging plant in Jaideep, Assam, and the ecosystem that it will generate presents Japanese companies with a variety of opportunities in this domain. This brings me to the importance of this relationship for Northeast India. The Northeast is not just a region, it is a gateway. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi aptly described the Northeast as gateway to Southeast Asia. It is also at the crossroads of our most important regional frameworks, BBIN, BIMSTEC, and ASEAN. It is a critical node in the Indo-Pacific. Japan, with its expertise in infrastructure, technology, and sustainable development, is uniquely positioned to partner India in unlocking the potential of the Northeast, which is undergoing a remarkable transformation and growth. Connectivity within and without is the key. Our joint efforts, such as the Northeast Road Connectivity Project, the Northeast Road Network Connectivity Improvement Project, the Dhubri-Fulbari Bridge, etc., are all contributing in a big way in this. We welcome Japanese businesses, academia, youth, and cultural groups to explore the rich tapestry of India, especially in Northeast India. I am convinced that Japanese tourists would delight in the natural beauty of the region. The talented youth of the Northeast can contribute immensely to the Japanese economy. I welcome Japan to explore strengthening the specified skilled worker program and the technical intern training program in the Northeast and human resources exchanges. I'm happy to hear from Ambassador that those who have gone from here to Japan under these two schemes have been very well appreciated and valued by their companies. Upskilling is an important aspect which could be realized through promoting educational partnerships and exchanging programs. Attempts need to be made to build a skilled talent pool in the Northeast through JIM and other channels, building an intellectual ecosystem through programs like the Japan Exchange and Training Program and the Japan East Asia Network of Exchange for Students and Youth need to be explored in the Northeast. Increased connectivity between a growing Northeast and the neighborhood would be a game changer for the broader region. As the contours of the economy of the region transform, we welcome increased Japanese interest in investing in the region. There is a real possibility of a Japan industrial township in or around Guwahati. Joint efforts to train manpower to support Japanese businesses in the Northeast will make the business environment user-friendly. We welcome a strong business delegation from Japan for Advantage Assam 2.0 Investment and Infrastructure Summit later this month. Friends, the level of ambition of Assam and other states in the region has gone up manifold. This represents enormous opportunity for Japan and for Japanese companies. I would urge them to capitalize on this. There have been good results from this partnership, but there is much more to be done in both scale and pace. This conclave is ideally suited to brainstorm on this. I wish all the participants and organizers a very successful event and hope that the deliberations can bring out concrete ways to take the Japan-India special strategic and global partnership forward, with a particular focus on the Northeast. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's directive and government's focus today is on Purvodaya, the rise of the east of India. For that to happen, the development of the northeast is key. And for the rise of the east, I can think of few better partners than the land of the rising sun. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Now, may I call upon our esteemed Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, to deliver the inaugural address as the chief guest of this program.
His Excellency Ono Keiichi, Ambassador Extraordinary to India, Shri Jaideep Mazumdar, Secretary East, Ministry of External Affairs, Shri MP Bezbaruah, Chairman, Governing Council, Asian Confluence, Shri Sabyasachi Dutta, Executive Director, Asian Confluence, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be part of the inaugural session of the 5th edition of the Indo-Japan Intellectual Conclave, KIZUNA 5. I extend my warmest greetings to these distinguished gatherings and welcome all delegates to our beautiful state, Assam. This conclave marks yet another milestone in our collaborative journey, fostering a holistic discourse that integrating key sectors such as semiconductors, education, and logistics. I commend the efforts of Asian Confluence in partnership with the Embassy of Japan in India and the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, for curating this dialogue with such focus and impact. India and Japan share an enduring bond that dates back to 552 CEs, when Japan first embraced India's spiritual and cultural essence through Buddhism. The very name of Japan, Nippon, meaning the land of the rising sun, finds its roots in the Sanskrit Buddhist sutra, Suvarna Pravasa, reflecting the deep spiritual accents between our two civilizations. Likewise, India's Gayatri mantra, which venerates the sun, resonates with Japan's reverence for the sun god's illuminating force. Today, vibrant people-to-people accents are evident, with over 40,000 Indians residing in Japan and more than 15,000 Japanese making India their home. Japan remains one of India's key trade partners, with bilateral trade reaching $22.9 billion in 2023. Additionally, the presence of approximately 1,500 Japanese companies in India further reinforce our growing economic partnership and shared commitment to prosperity. The third Japan-India 2+2 Foreign and Defense Ministerial meeting in August 2024 reaffirmed the shared commitment of both the nations to a free, open, and inclusive India-Pacific policy. As the gateway to the Southeast Asia, Assam plays a crucial role in advancing Japan and India's free and open Indo-Pacific vision. To strengthen our long-standing ties, I recently undertook a 3-day visit to Japan encompassing cultural, diplomatic, and investment-focused engagement. Advantage Assam 2.0 Investment and Infrastructure Summit serve as a key platform to reinforce our economic and strategic partnership. During the visit, we engaged with prominent Japanese organizations including JETRO, JICA, and major corporations such as Hitachi, Toyota, Tokyo Electron, Mizuho Securities to explore investment opportunities in Assam. Meeting with the key Japanese ministers and a visit to Micron Memory Fab and interaction with the leading universities further help identify areas for future collaboration. I must gratefully acknowledge the gesture of the Honorable Speaker of Japanese Parliament to invite us for a dinner during our stay in Japan. A key focus of the visit was enhancing skill development and human resource exchanges. Discussions were held on establishing a Japanese language testing center in Assam to facilitate employment opportunities, strengthening industrial growth, and infrastructure was another priority, with deliberation on developing a Japanese industrial township and industrial park near Guwahati to expand Japan's economic presence in the region and deepen bilateral cooperation. In sector-specific investment, Ikagawa Electric Corporation explores opportunities to establish a water business facilities and implement process automation technologies. Renesas considered setting up a R&D center and a potential semiconductor fabrication facility in Assam at a later date. Additionally, in textile sector, a high-level delegation from Yamanashi was invited to explore a potential partnership fostering deeper economic and cultural collaboration between Japan and Assam. One of the Assam's greatest advantages is its geographical positioning. Located at the crossroad of South and Southeast Asia, Assam is a vibrant hub of cultural and economic convergence. This strategic location not only makes Assam the gateway of India's northeast, but also a crucial link to Southeast Asia and the broader India-Pacific economic landscape. This offers immense opportunities for trade, connectivity, and investment. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, Assam has undergone an unprecedented transformation during last few years. The Act's policy provides opportunity for strengthening its role as a vital link between India's mainland and Southeast Asia. This policy has significantly enhanced connectivity, infrastructure, and economic development in the region. The government's commitments to Northeast is reflected in the mandatory allocation of 10% of gross budgetary support and the launch of Central Industrial Policy aimed at fostering industrial growth and attractive investment. With robust governance and policy intervention, Assam economy has grown from 29 billion US dollar in 2013-14 to 68.7 billion US dollar in 2023-24, with a projected gross state domestic product of $143 billion by 2030. The nominal economic growth of Assam is estimated to be 19.9% in the year 2023 as compared to 16.1% at the national level. Assam is richly endowed with natural resources, offering immense potential for trade and investment. The state legacy in global trade is exemplified by the world-renowned tea industry. On the other hand, its pioneering role in energy sector is marked by the establishment of the country's first oil refinery at Digboi in the state. Assam's diverse ecosystem make it a biodiversity hotspot. This natural asset provides vast opportunity for ecotourism, conservation-led industries, and sustainable development. Tourism is one of Assam's strongest asset. Home to 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Kaziranga and Manas National Parks, and the Moidams of Soraideo, the state offers unparalleled experience in wildlife, tea, and river tourism. Recently recognized by the New York Times as the fourth must-visit destination in the world for 2025. Assam is home to pristine tea garden, 22 beautiful golf courses, and a mighty Brahmaputra river, making it a global tourist attraction. Assam is also emerging as a leader in renewable energy, presenting a significant investment opportunity. State is already working to produce 5,000 megawatt solar energy by 2030 to fulfill the Prime Minister's visions of India's clean energy transition. Discussions were on to set up hydrogen, and also sustainable aviation fuel in Assam itself. We hope to sign few very important memorandum of understanding to develop more solar power and also sustainable aviation fuel in our state. Assam is emerging as higher education hub in Northeast India, boosting diverse institutions like Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, Indian Institute of Information Technology, Guwahati, and a vast network of engineering colleges. The state has also received approval to set up Forensic Science University, National Forensic Science University, and also an Indian Institute of Management in Guwahati. We are also developing in partnership with Asian Development Bank a huge skill university which will produce 10,000 skilled human resource for the global markets. Various central and state universities offer a wide range of courses. To enhance collaboration in the education sector, already IIT Guwahati is working with the Japanese university. However, that scope can be enlarged to include both the central university of our state, Guwahati University, Dibrugarh University, as well as Indian Institute of Information Technology. Assam's young and dynamic workforce is one of its greatest strengths, with a median age of 22.7 years, significantly lower than India's national average of 27. The state offers a vast pool of skilled talent for the global market. With over 40,000 Indians currently residing in Japan, Assam is eager to strengthen this people-to-people connect through initiatives like specific skill worker residency program and the technical intern training program, which Excellency has just mentioned. In terms of infrastructure development, Assam is making remarkable strides in enhancing connectivity and trade. Key projects include the India's multimodal logistic park at Jogighopa, improved road network, expansion of rail and developed inland waters, inland water connectivity. Indian Railways has also implemented groundbreaking reforms, significantly improving the region's connectivity. The Guwahati airport is emerging as one of the busiest airports in the region, connecting major national and international destinations. A new terminal building, set to be inaugurated shortly, is designed to handle 13 million passengers annually, further boosting Assam's role as a regional aviation hub. Mention must also be made regarding a very important development in our neighborhood, Gelefu Mindfulness City in Bhutan, which will definitely open a new era of collaboration and partnership between Assam and Bhutan, which will further strengthen economic activity in our region. Assam is also fostering a business-friendly ecosystem backed by Ease of Doing Business Act. This is aimed at ensuring simplicity, transparency, and efficiency. The state robust single window clearance system has facilitated over 2.5 million approvals, streamlining investment, sector agnostic customized incentive offered to industry units under IIPA 2019 are of special importance in promoting industries in Japan. Building on this momentum, it is now time to accelerate our collaboration by exploring untapped sectors with immense potential for mutual growth. Industry and innovation stand out as key areas where deeper cooperation can yield transformative results. We seek partnership in electronics, semiconductor, precision engineering, and green technologies with a strong focus on renewable energy, electric vehicle, and sustainable innovation. This will drive economic progress while ensuring environmental sustainability. Tata Semiconductor project will also engage lot of Japanese industry. We hope to build on Tata Semiconductor projects and also express our keen desire to develop a Japanese industrial town in and around the semiconductor projects so that the cooperation which has begun in and around Tata Semiconductor projects can be taken into further depth. So I like to request the policymakers, also Ministry of External Affairs, His Excellency Ambassador of Japan, and industry leaders who has come to this important conclave to suggest us how we can develop a Japanese industrial towns which will be ultimately can be a home to many important Japanese industries. We are very keen to develop such a projects, and I am sure a Japanese industrial town will not only help Assam, it will also galvanize the projects, the important projects of Royal Government of Bhutan, namely the Gelefu Mindfulness City. Our skilled workforce remain a key asset, and we are committed to equipping Assam's youth with high demand skills in healthcare, agribusiness, and hospitality. Establishing a Japanese language testing center in state in another area where we seek Japan's support, which will facilitate workforce development and expand employment opportunities of our youth in Japan. Assam has secured over $4.7 billion investment in last few months. We are also being blessed by central government in its budget has recently announced a new urea plant for Assam with 12.5 million metric ton capacity. Numaligarh refinery is getting expanded, and in our Advantage Assam 2.0, we hope to sign some very important projects for the state of Assam, further leading or further taking Assam industrial development to the next level. Assam startup economy is also rapidly evolving. Over 500 startups incubated in the last 5 years. Assam has been recognized as a leader state in the Startup India ranking 2022. As we continue to foster innovations and entrepreneurship, we seek Japan's collaboration in building a robust startup ecosystem, particularly in technology, agri-tech, fintech, and sustainable solution. By leveraging Japan's expertise in mentorship and incubation model, we seek to nurture high potential startup in our state. While highlighting the rich cultural, historical, and economic ties between our region, I envision this connection growing stronger in years ahead. With that, I warmly invite you to join us at Advantage Assam 2.0, scheduled for 25th and 26th February in Guwahati. The summit will be inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. And in another important session, our Minister for External Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar, will be present, and he will give us a keynote address, how to strengthen business ecosystem in our region. This summit will serve as a key platform for government to business and business to business engagement. As part of the India-Japan strategic partnership, we invite Japanese investors to attend the conclave as our special guest. I am confident that our shared vision and commitment will usher in a new era of prosperity of both India's Northeast and Japan. This conclave will act as a catalyst for innovation, cooperation, and stronger economic ties between Assam and Japan. I'd like to offer again my sincere thanks to Asian Confluence for dedicatedly working for strengthening Indo-Japan relationship. With these words, I extend my gratitude once again to the organizer and esteemed attendees and conclude my remarks. Thank you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. It was such an inspiring message. You have filled us with energy and enthusiasm to discuss so many concrete ideas and proposals for the next 2 days, I think. The timing of this conclave is timed between your visit to Japan, which just concluded, and the Advantage Assam summit that is coming up. And I hope that we can all come up with some good ideas and recommendations and act on the concrete proposals and ideas that has been presented by the Honorable Chief Minister in his signature style of absolutely, work, the pace of change in Guwahati. I cannot but resist saying that, sir, in front of this audience. Every time, I live in Shillong, but every time I come to Guwahati, there is a change. There is a new road, there's a better airport, there's a better footpath, there's a garden in the middle of the city, there's a riverfront. From small to big changes, we see change by the day, every time we land at the airport or drive into the city. So thank you very much again for your leadership for this state, for this region, our region and this country, for carrying forward this great vision for this region and taking your time to attend this conclave in spite of your very busy schedule. On that note, I think everybody, I also would like to take this opportunity to thank the Ambassador Kenichi Ono and Ambassador Jaideep Mazumdar for the partnerships. We are extremely grateful to the Ministry of External Affairs, the Embassy of Japan, the Government of Assam for the support extended to this conclave, along with our other partners, the Sasakawa Peace Foundation and the Meghalaya Basin Development Authority. Tomorrow, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya will also address this conclave. And I think as two adjacent states, it creates a further impetus for a wonderful ecosystem. I think everybody in this room is inspired, and I just have no other words but to thank you from the deepest bottoms of our heart for all of us to be here together. It's really a blessing. I think everybody wants a picture with you, and I think we have a family photograph, a photo of this session. But after that, if I may request, we figured the best way to take a picture is if we stand across and the picture can be taken from the top, and then everybody gets a picture with this extremely illustrious panel of speakers on the dais. On that note, thank you very much. Right after this, we will be going for the next session, but before that, 2 photographs.
I'd like to request everybody to kindly stand up for the group photograph with the Chief Minister.